Well, it is official. I am a graduate. Cheers. Cheers. Well, not officially yet, but I've submitted all my assignments. I've completed my degree. Now it's a matter of waiting to be given that letter that says, yeah, I've graduated. Before I tell you a little bit about how I'm feeling at the moment, let me tell you about a guy called Captain Tom Roach. The guy is 60 years old. I've known him for about 11, 12 years old. I've known him since he was 50 years old. And let me tell you something. When it comes to fitness, he is the most enthusiastic person you could ever meet. And now as an older person, 10 years later, I was just a kid back then, 10 years later, I've come to understand him better. And actually, interestingly enough, as a part of my degree, my final paper, I had to interview him. So that gave me an opportunity to understand him better. But when I tell you, there's never been a training session with this guy where he's been like kind of flat. Do you know what I mean? In terms of enthusiasm, as well as the workouts. I'm telling you, man, he outpaces, he outdoes every person there. Do you know what I mean? It's his mind. But no matter how shit he's feeling on that day, no matter what's going on in his life, he comes to the gym and it's his job to be enthusiastic and to infuse others. And that's exactly what he does. So the reason why I'm telling you that is because I feel a little bit underwhelmed about me completing my degree. I didn't realise the gravity of the situation, the seriousness of the situation, until I submitted my dissertation just now, or about 15 minutes ago. And the thing is, how I imagined submitting my dissertation, I was gonna do it early. It wasn't gonna be rushed, and I was gonna be so relaxed and confident that I've submitted something really good. Instead, what happened is what usually happens with me and my assignments and life in general. I put it off, and I do things in the last minute. Until today, I would have said that I had something capable of a pass. And had I just started a little bit earlier, and I've said this so many goddamn times, but had I just started a little bit earlier today, I'd have been able to tweak my dissertation a little bit more. But what happened was, woke up late, I don't know, I must have messed about a little bit on social media, started my workout a bit late because I got talking to somebody that I know on the street. But yeah, in my head I'm thinking I've got loads of time. And to be honest, I had, because I'd completed the dissertation. All I had to do was the referencing. But I had over 100, possibly even 150 references to go through, and it took me 4 hours to create them. Like I just written down a little note of where to find them, so I had to find them and put them in a Harvard reference. Which those of you who are at university or who have been to university or who are planning to university will know. And if you don't know, I'm telling you about it now. Harvard referencing. That's the one we use in the UK. If you're watching this in Canada or wherever, maybe APA. But anyway. Yeah, that whole process, I underestimated how long it was going to take. It took me well over, I think, 7, 8 hours. I was literally sat in front of the computer just doing it. I wasn't doing anything else. I wasn't going on Facebook. I wasn't doing anything. I wanted to use the toilet, but I didn't. I just sat there. That's how long it took me, and I underestimated how long it took me. And what I should have done when I was sat in bed having a snooze was say to myself, you know what? Instead of saying, I've got loads of time, why don't I go now, get off right now and do it? That's the attitude that I should have had. So I feel like I'm a little bit underwhelmed with regard to how my degrees ended. But in hindsight, in retrospect rather, there's nothing for me to feel underwhelmed about. Like, how I've submitted my dissertation now, it's well beyond the pass. Do you know what I mean? But it's just the fact that I was panicking to the very last minute, hoping that I could submit it on time like I usually do. And there were still more extra tweaks that I needed to do. But overall, the content was there and I'm happy. But it's just weird how, like, until I'd submitted that dissertation, it was only then that I'd realised I've just kind of sealed my fate. Do you know what I mean? Like that whole dissertation was a deciding factor in the outcome of my degree, and potentially how my life turns out, you know. I just thought about it, and I wasn't like, woo, yeah, enthusiastic, like, yeah, my degree, now it's time to move on to new things, blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, yeah, there's that, done. And I wasn't that enthusiastic. I wasn't feeling that satisfaction that I thought I'd feel. And I think that's for two reasons. I think I was far too focused on the goal, rather than enjoying the time and the process. To be honest, I did have fun with it, actually, I'm honest. Like, it was tedious at times, boring at times, but the way that I used my talents to like bring zero into something, it's just a testament to my capability and human nature in general. But yeah, I just felt underwhelmed by it. Don't know why. But and now this is the most important thing that I want to make to you guys, yeah? Is that I was so obsessed with the goal that I lost track of appreciating the now. And it's a problem I have when it comes to fitness. It's a problem that I have when it comes to my boxing training, everything. When it comes to my fitness, I'm daydreaming about how great I'm gonna look. Do you know what I mean? When I'm on this boxing journey, I'm just daydreaming about how great it's going to be when I'm going to be a champion, when I should really be thinking, what am I going to do today? Do you know what I mean? How great am I going to make today that will take me that little bit further towards it? Do you know what I mean? You know, I'm just so wrapped up in the goal, when I should be more focused on the process. And that's just what I wanted to share with you guys. Now that my degree is completed, what am I going to do with my life? Do I continue daydreaming? Do I? I don't know. I've just really got to rethink my life. But I'm going out tomorrow, tuxedo and everything. Let me quickly show you my tuxedo. Hey, I can't be bothered to show you the jacket. It's kind of there, but I'll weave in some video of me going out tomorrow and having a nice time. I think it'll be a great way to celebrate. And this goes back to me talking about Tom, the boxing trainer guy. He's just so hyped up, like enthusiastic. Do you know what I mean? And I want to do that because like I've just completed a chapter in my life. It's time for me to move on. I've been stuck in a spiral. I've been stuck in a rut all this time, and I've completed my degree. It's time for me to celebrate tomorrow with some new people and some familiar faces, and start to ponder over how I'm gonna make the most out of this next chapter in my life. Done.